Welcome and thank you for stopping by my channel, Home Life with T. In today's video, I'll be transforming the look and feel of my dining room to make it a much brighter space. If this is something that interests you, please stick around and watch the process and result. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe, then hit the notification bell so that you won't miss future uploads. Having said that, let's get this done. The drywall was damaged in a couple of spots and I used joint compound to fix the areas before sanding them in preparation for paint. Also, we removed a couple of rectangular pieces from the edges. We're not really sure what the purpose of those pieces was, but removing them left behind the areas that were recessed and the drywall just it wasn't even. So I applied joint compound to this area as well, and that solved the problem. So here I have a paint kit that I picked up from Home Depot, but I've purchased similar kits from Lowe's and Menards as well. You'll notice that I am not going to be showing any kind of paint for this project because what I have is left over from a 5-gallon bucket that we used, or that our contractor used when he painted our master bathroom and bedroom, our vanity area, back in the summer of 2022. It's the same bucket of paint that was used when I moved my home gym from the basement to upstairs, so the color flows with a lot of the rest of the house. The paint that I'm going to be using is Bare Premium Plus, and the color is flannel gray. The finish is eggshell. And this is the color, as I just mentioned, it's in the rest of our house. Here you see my husband removing the curtains. He gets roped into a lot of these projects, by the way. Here you'll notice that I've started painting. I'm not sure what happened. I thought I was recording when I cut in the paint along the top of the seat, like near the molding, and then down at the bottom of the baseboards and around the windows and outlets. But apparently I did not record that. I'm not sure if I recorded it and deleted it or just didn't record it at all. But here you see me applying the first coat of paint on the dining room. This paint it's amazing. You really don't need 2 coats all the time, but I do 2 coats just to be safe. It's got a primer in it already. Also, you're just going to see me apply the first coat of paint. I did not record the second coat because I figured that was just redundant. I do have an extender for the roller brush, but I prefer to just get up close, and that allows me to see if I'm getting the coverage that I want and to see if there are any imperfections in the wall. Check out my facial expressions. My husband and our 9-year-old placed the dining room seats facing me so that they could heckle me and enjoy the movie, as our son called it. As you can see, it is the next day. I vacuumed and mopped the floor in preparation for putting all the furniture back into its place before bringing in the new decor. After Christmas, I took down my Christmas decorations, including the wall decor, but instead of putting back into place what we had there before, which were 3 pictures in the place where this mirror is going, I decided to look for something else. So I actually purchased this mirror and had it on the wall about 2 weeks before I did the dining room renovation, just to make sure that I could live with it. I got that at home, as well as these 2 pictures you're seeing me hanging right here. Really finding something to fit this space was more difficult than I thought. I was in and out of a lot of stores, but I finally stumbled upon these 2 pictures and knew that they needed a home in my dining room. The mirror and these pictures were purchased at the At Home store. I will find the links and put them in the description box. These letters were previously in the space where the 2 photos were just placed, but they were oriented horizontally. I moved them to the space where you see me putting them now and reoriented them, since this corner wall is narrow. I found 2 of these mirrored picture frames from At Home and fell in love with them. I didn't know where they were going to go, but I knew that they needed to go home with me. But it turned out to be a great thing, because as I struggled to find the right pieces for this dining room for the wall, I had the thought to buy more of these frames and fill them with photos that we took during our various national park trips. We hike all across the US and Canada, and we had some really great pictures, so I decided to just print those pictures in black and white and put them in these frames. This was taken at White Sands National Park in New Mexico in December of 2022. This picture was taken at Great Falls Park in Virginia, right outside of Washington, D.C. in December 2021. This picture was taken at Niagara Falls State Park in New York and Ontario, Canada. We've been to this park several times, but most recently in June of 2021 on the US side, because the border was still closed due to COVID, and in June of 2022 on the Canadian side. As I mentioned, we are hikers and we hike all over the US and Canada. This picture here was taken near Banff National Park. This is the Bow River at Bow River Falls. You see the river here and the majestic Canadian Rockies in the background. This next picture was taken at another national park that we visit frequently, Indiana Dunes. It was taken at the end of a hike that led to the beach. We primarily go there for the beaches, but they have some great hiking trails as well. This particular picture was taken in August of 2020. This is Grand Prismatic in Yellowstone National Park. The original photo is full of color, but I chose this picture because I like the mood that's generated from the steam from this thermal feature. This picture was taken in July of 2022. This picture of the herd of bison, aka buffalo, was snapped at Grand Teton National Park in July of 2022. This next picture was taken at Moraine Lake, which is in Banff National Park in Alberta, Canada. This was taken after we canoed the beautiful turquoise water there, you see, but it's black and white here. And then we hiked up a pile of rocks to get this picture. The day before, we were able to canoe and hike at a different lake in the same park, Lake Louise. And not only was there some excellent hiking, but we canoed the waters there as well. We do love this park and plan on going back because both lakes in the park had amazing hikes. And while you felt like you were going to die getting up there, just to get these shots was worth every bit of the hiking that we did. This picture was taken in August of 2022. This photo was taken at Grand Canyon National Park in Arizona in July of 2021. Again, the black and white photo doesn't do it justice. In person, it's just bursting with color.
We've had our wrongs, our rights. All we do is point out our fingers, and it never gets any better. So let's change it all tonight and let go of all expectations. Won't you take my hand, come with me, let's go wandering. Where we know we belong again. Way above the ground, you and me hovering. Feels like we are the way lost in love again. Yeah. We're lost in love. Oh, we're lost in love. We're lost in love. Oh, we're lost in love. Oh, we're lost in love. We're lost in love. Oh, we're lost in love. Oh, we're lost in love. We're lost in love.
My husband had already measured and placed hardware where I wanted it, so I was able to put the pictures immediately onto the wall after framing them. In 2020 and 2021, our travel theme was canyons, caves, and waterfalls, but we added lighthouses to the 2022 travel theme as well. We saw some amazing lighthouses in Maine, New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, and Prince Edward Island in August of 22. And then while I didn't choose any of our cave pictures for this space, the most recent one that we visited was Carlsbad Caverns National Park in December 22. We've been to caves all across the U.S., from New York to New Mexico to Tennessee, Missouri, and many other states. I neglected to show these next two photos when I was showing you pictures earlier, but they were taken in December of 22 at Saguaro National Park in Arizona. During our park visits, our 9-year-old participates in the Junior Ranger program, and he's earned about 20 badges so far. We learned right alongside him, and at Saguaro, we all learned that the saguaro plant only grows in the Sonoran Desert, which stretches into Mexico. You'll get a close-up of the picture that I'm hanging here later in the video. This one is a field of saguaro plants at Saguaro National Park, and the picture that I'm going to hang right here is of some prickly pear cacti. I didn't put down a protective cover on the table, so here you see me struggling to remove some paint that ended up getting there. The color of the marble table does not go with our new decor, but my husband loves this table, and it's not going anywhere because it's the place where we celebrated birthdays, holidays, family game nights, and other important events with our 4 young adult children and our 9-year-old. So we've had this table since 2009, and you'll see how I incorporate the table into the brighter new look of the room later in the video. I purchased all of these florals that you see here from at home. I'm going to be clipping them from the bunches so that I can arrange them the way that I want. Did anyone else not know that you could or should clip the bunches of flowers? I was almost today years old when I realized it was a thing and you could do it. So that's what I do now when I buy bunches of flowers. I clip the ends from the main stem and I just arrange them into my vases the way that makes the most sense to me. All of these vases were purchased at the at-home store. Here at the bottom you can maybe see how much I paid for each of the items. I am not an expert floral arranger, so please don't come for me. My highest level of floral design expertise involves filling in empty spots that I see in the vases. So again, as I mentioned, I'm just going to put things into the vases in a way that makes the most sense to me, and if at some point afterwards I don't like what I'm looking at, I'll just change them.
Dry. Do you know I'm looking? And I can't help but smile. Do you know how much I love you? You put my favorite song on, I put my feet up, and we just sing along. And I can't help but feeling, just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever. 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 I watch you as you sleep. You don't know I'm looking. With you everything's complete. Do you know how much I love you? I put your favorite song on just to wake you up. When I dance around, I can't help but feeling, I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever. 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 I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever. 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 I watch you as you drive. Do you know I'm looking? They don't have to say it. I already know. I played it speak to me. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And if the fall down is painful, I'm me to blame. But there's something about you, there's something. Keep pulling me to you, there's something. No good, but I want you, there's something.
Earlier I mentioned that this marble table does not go with the new look of the room, but my husband wants to keep it because of its sentimental value. Therefore, I opted for a table cover to get the brighter look that I desired for this room. As you can see here, I'm fighting the tablecloth because it's a really smooth fabric and it just kept sliding right off the table. By the way, I purchased this tablecloth at Amazon.
I know I've got what's coming.
These brown chairs no longer go with the look that I'm trying to obtain here, so I'll be using chair covers that I also purchased at Amazon to make them fit in more with the new decor.
Keep pulling me to you, there's something. No good, but I want you, there's something. There's something about you.
Two things that I really like about these chair covers are that they are incredibly soft and that they fit in perfectly with the two pictures that you saw me put on the wall right above my head. You'll get a chance to see later on in the video just what I mean when I talk about how they complement each other.
But there's something about you, there's something about you. Keep pulling me to you, there's something to you. No good, but I want you.
We'll take one more picture at what the dining room looked like before. And here is the after. The curtains that you see here are not the ones that I had up before. These were purchased at Amazon. I chose the color bright white since the previous cream colored ones wouldn't suit the new room. However, when the new curtains arrived, they appeared to be pretty much the same color, but I decided to keep them anyway. And I'll just either figure out what to do with the old curtains or just donate them to a furniture ministry to which we donate things all the time.
Broken ain't nothing. If you're fighting something, try to admit it, or you scared of committing. So cut me loose and let me go my way. I don't wanna wash away. I don't wanna wash away. Just wanna hear them scream my name. Just wanna hear them scream my name. Just wanna hear them scream my name.
I've had these candlestick holders for many years. They were purchased during an auction at our church. The silver candles that you see here were purchased from Amazon.
Stay, you know I will, you know I want to, babe. We've played all night at it, I can't resist. I don't think that I could ever blame you, never touch you if you hesitated. But you keep looking like
Before starting the project, we purchased this light fixture from Menards. I love that it lets through so much more light than the previous chandelier that we had there. It makes the room just brighter and eerier looking, and it doesn't filter much of the light, so it really did what I was hoping to do in this room, which is make it a much, much brighter space.
We want the same thing. Scared to love, but we couldn't help. Scared to love, but we couldn't help falling.
Well, we got it done. Thanks for following along as I transformed one of the most important rooms in my home. I'm looking forward to the many memories that we'll make in this updated space. If you want to see more content like this, or any of my cleaning motivation, home improvement, or home organization videos, be sure to click the like button, subscribe to my channel, then click the notification bell so that you won't miss out on future uploads. Until the next time, stay blessed.